All right, we are back right in the middle of the Badlands from where we left off last time. Um, I think mainly what I want to do right off the bat is just get a couple of encounter and see if there isn't any dark type Pokemon around here. There is Michiana. Okay, cool. I do actually really like Mightyena, so I will actually try to catch it. But something I really want to talk about as well during this episode is I've been just kind of doing some thinking about how I want to approach the channel, how I want to do the vids, and pretty much what I've decided was I wanted to take everything like one at a time. And what I mean by that is not trying to be perfect at everything all at one time. And oh, what Sven are we on now? I don't remember what Sven we're on. Would this be the 5th? Oh god, I can't remember what Sven this is. It's so bad. Oh no. Perfect. Oh fuck! Immediately into this. But what I meant by I wanted to take the videos one at a time was I want to get better at one thing each video, and what I'm talking about there is like the difference between the first video and the second video is how I fixed my mic problems, and just trying to make that sound a little bit better. But and then coming to this video, I have like a list of things I want to talk about, so that way the it was the 6th. Oh well. But I have a list of topics that I kind of want to talk about for the videos, so that way things aren't like, I don't want to say boring, but that is kind of what it is. It was boring just sitting here watching me stumble my way through the videos and stuff like that. So we're gonna work on that, hopefully by actually having some stuff to actually talk about through each video. And then I think what I want to do between this video and the next video is fucking super potions, is get a little bit better at editing, because I'm using a new editing software. When the channel first started like 4 or 5 years ago, I was using Sony Vegas, but I don't have that anymore, so I've been using a free program. I actually don't even remember the name of it, but I've been using a free program, and I don't really know the ins and outs of everything yet, so that's kind of why the videos have been like super simplistic, like not a lot of cuts, other than the last video when I was in the cave at the very end of the video. I just kept running into things, so I just cut all the encounters. And it was almost done seamlessly. Like, you almost couldn't tell I was getting into encounters, but like every now and then you could see me, like, the character stutter step. But other than that, it was otherwise pretty seamless. But I want to get a little bit better at recording, because what I've noticed in the videos so far is like the cutting around it just seems like too jumpy, too like skippy. So I want to get a little bit better at the transitions between scenes. And yeah, I think that's what I want to work on next video. And then after that, I'm really not sure. Again, take it one at a time. Whatever I decide I should get better at next video, I'll do it next video. Maybe it'd be like actually getting some graphics on the screen, so that way the screen doesn't look so boring, but you know, we'll see what it comes to. And but speaking of the history of the channel, like how the I did start this channel up about 4 or 5 years ago with some roommates of mine in college, and that channel was actually, we didn't create a brand new channel. What happened was I had a channel that I was running in high school and I was pretty much just posting Call of Duty videos to. And yeah, I was about to say this might kill me. If we point paint right here, I'm not gonna be upset about it. I caught another dark type. That's all I really cared about. But yeah, the channel in general actually started when with those Call of Duty clips. I was just like Black Ops 3 Call of Duty clips. I was just throwing it in there, maybe doing a little bit of an edit with some music, and nothing really came about it, of course, because I mean it's just like 15-year-old just posting Call of Duty clips, so who really cares? But so when we switched over, it was originally called Gamers Dimension, and then we switched over to Final Game. And when we did that, we were pretty ambitious about it. We're like, man, what if we actually like turn this some kind of brand or something? You know, what normal college students do. You know, high ambitions, trying to make something of themselves. And ooh, that's not gonna be good. And we kept the video up for or the videos up for about like a good year, and then we had pretty much just stopped. Some of us had some life stuff come up, and then just the rest of us, like myself, I was working 2 jobs at the time, so I didn't really have the time or the energy to really record or edit the videos, because I was the only one doing the editing, and I didn't want to sit through like 12 hours of footage just to make a 10-minute video. So we stopped, and then I'm graduated college now, and I was wanting a new hobby, and I was thinking about videos, doing some videos again. But I was super on and off of it for a while. I was talking to my brother-in-law about maybe us doing some content together, and I think it was last summer we had actually recorded a bunch of stuff, and I was getting to the point where I wanted to edit, but I never did. And I'm just gonna get some levels real quick. I want to get everybody up to over level 20 real quick, which I don't know how close we are. I forgot all the buttons already. Oh yeah, it's easy. But yeah, we had recorded a bunch of videos, and we're editing because he was wanting to make streaming and recording a hobby of his as well. And if something happened, if it took off, then you know it takes off. But it wasn't until recently this year, me actually being out of school, was when I found myself bored because I don't know, that switch from doing nothing but schoolwork all day, and then when you're not doing schoolwork, you're just working. It was pretty jarring to working full-time, coming home, and then really nothing to do. Like, I was still kind of gaming on the side, but I don't know, I was just getting bored of just playing video games. Like, I wanted to do something more. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, if I wanted to do this, I want to make sure everything's perfectly set up. So I was doing a bunch of research into like OBS and specific video editing softwares and stuff like that to see, and then like actually like researching into so that way when I did make a return, I was more prepared, you know. But it wasn't until recently when I kind of just had the realization, I was like, it's not like I have a lot of viewers, because I don't. But it's not like I have a lot of viewers. So one of the things that I liked about my other hobbies, like puzzles and stuff like that, I recently got into puzzles. I wasn't good at puzzles when I first got into puzzles, but you learn and adapt the more you do that hobby. So that's kind of the mindset that I took into coming back to recording. And that's why I talked about like every video taking it like one step at a time, just every video being a new learning opportunity for me. That's what I really want out of this. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much just like the history of the channel, what I want to do with it. And for right now, for this video, yeah, I'm just gonna try to get everything over level 20 or to level 20 and then start the next day. Really get rolling on this, because 2 half-hour videos and I'm only 2 days in. So we're gonna really roll through it. I'm just gonna get level 20 real quick, and then I will see everybody once I do that. All right, we're back. We get everybody to level 20 at least. So we're gonna go ahead and proceed with the next day. I want to get through. You have too many. Oh, so I can only have 4 at a time right now. And I'm gonna guess it'll tell me when I can have 5. I'll get rid of Mightyena for now, or Poochyena for now, because it's the only mono type dark type on the team right now. Because I'll get rid of Poochyena and then we'll use everybody else. But yeah, my hopes are to get at least like 2 or 3 days in, depending on how long this takes. I want to try to get this video below 30 minutes. Still too many? What? Didn't the last time we played we had 4 on our team? Well, shoot. I think for right now then. I think I get rid of you for now. I'll cycle you back in on the next day. Alright, let's see if this works. Oh. It's a great start. Alright. There we go, now we can start the day. I could have sworn I had 4 last time. The 15-day straight kid again. That sounded weird. But between the last video and this video, I have found out the reasoning for the dark type weaknesses and why it's bug and fighting. And basically, I saw this on Reddit, so of course take it with a fucking grain of salt. But basically what people were saying on Reddit was dark type is supposed to be like the villainy type, and fighting types are symbolic of like superheroes and stuff like that, especially in Japan. So the dark types, they're supposed to be the villains. The fighting types are supposed to be the good guys. Good guys always beat the bad guys. And that's why dark type is weak to fighting. And there were a couple of people going back and forth as to why bug would be a weakness. And there were 2 theories. The first one was like, well, a lot of bugs are, of course, nocturnal, so they own the night, or something along the line of that. And then the other theory was a lot of Japanese superheroes are based off of like bugs or have like a bug theme, so they think that might also be the reason. But yeah, so that's, you know, cool little lore as to why dark types are weak to bug and fighting. Snom's in this game. I really should have been a bug type trainer. I want to switch out then. That's tough. Hopefully he doesn't know bug type, or not bug type, a ice type. Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah. Steel is weak to ice as well, right? I know flying is as well, but Snom's also bug type, and I know if I got a strong hit on it, it'd take it out in one shot. Can't remember what Fairy's weak to. Steel, I do know that. It is steel. So get Pawnyard back in. But, and then, I don't know if it was in the video last time, but I was questioning as to why Psychic is weak to bug. And basically just arachnophobia, one of the most common types of phobias. Messes with the psyche. That was it. That was it. I would be interested into knowing why Fairy is weak to Steel, though. That's interesting. Get him, Curlia. Trying to think. Psychic is weak to Dark, I believe. Oh, something that didn't make it in the last video either. When I was looking up type advantages, I came across the best type chart. And then I'll probably like throw it on screen real quick. But it's a Pokemon type chart in the shape of Among Us. And I lost my shit when I saw that. It's the dumbest thing, but I lost my shit. Oh, that's right. Curly is also Fairy type, isn't it? So, I wonder. Ah, there we go. Forgot Curly is Psychic Fairy, or something along that line. It's Psychic Fairy, right? It's not just plain Fairy anymore? Or, it's not just plain Psychic anymore, I know that. But, did they change it to just being plain Fairy? I spent 5 days training, I am so sorry. But, something interesting that I saw on Facebook, actually, is it's from a website called Ancient Origins, and every now and then they have some really good content, but a lot of the times I like to throw like a lot of conspiracy theory stuff out there, and it's sometimes they're insane, sometimes they're just absolutely insane, and I think honestly I'll just keep this up. But one of the things I saw recently, and something I haven't thought about in a while, it was talking about the Lost Legion of Kare. I believe that's how you pronounce it. But it was the Roman legion that was headed by Marcus Crassus, the general, the Roman general. And it was... he led an army of, I think it was like 7 legions and a couple of horsemen, which was about 45,000 troops. And they marched against the Parthians, who come from modern-day Iran. And he suffered a humiliating defeat. Like, they were absolutely not ready for the horseback archers of the Parthians. And it was about 20,000 Romans died, 10,000 fled, but 10,000 maybe were captured. And the Ancient Origins website, the article that I read was talking about the 10,000 captured, and they were talking about a theory about how possibly the 10,000 that were captured were possibly ended up somehow And oh, someone's at the door. Pause that real quick. Boss, the mayor wanted to meet you in front of the town hall. Get ready and let's head up. Cool. Ah, Sven, I'm so glad you could meet me here. It seems you've already caused quite the buzz in town. Not many will admit it, but you've made quite the mark. You better believe it. You're doing great. Let's go. I think you many be wrong about the not what? Is that supposed to say, I think you may be wrong about the not wanting to admit it part? Are you sure about that? Who is this? Elizabeth, what brings you here? You know exactly why. You think I'm going to let another gym leader waltz in here and not test them? Especially after the last one? Look, I know you had a lot of faith in the last gym leader, but there is no reason to judge this one so harshly. Are you kidding me? The last one might as well have worn a cloak because we didn't really know them at all. Quote-unquote gym leader. I'll be waiting in front of the gym. No limits on your team or anything. Just a one-on-one match. Got it? Okay. You have to excuse Elizabeth. She's the best trainer in town. She put a lot of faith in the last gym leader, so she may be a bit riled up. Go and show her just how great you are, Sven. We'll be rooting for you. Cool. So let me go grab the other guys real quick. But anyways, what I was talking about. It was talking about a theory about how the 10,000 that were captured somehow made their way into China. And that is pretty much just based on two key points of evidence. The one being the site where they have maybe found some Roman evidence. It's called Legion. And when you think about it and really sound it out, it sounds like Legion. Huh. And the other key piece of evidence is the residents nowadays, the modern residents around that town, bear some Roman resemblance. They definitely have European genes, and that was proven through some mitochondrial DNA testing. They have found that I think it was like 45% of their ancestry came from Europe, and they want to do future Y chromosome testing because that'll really narrow it down to see if they really are Roman. But that was pretty much the only two key pieces of evidence that they have. All right, Sven, you better not hold back. If you do, I won't forgive you. Come on, bring it. And the whole theory comes from a sinologist who is someone who studies, I don't want to say culture, but studies like Chinese literature and society and stuff like that. And it comes from a sinologist called Homer H. Dubs. And his theory was welcomed by a lot of people who weren't really educated and a lot of people in the area because, I mean, yeah, having Roman heritage, that would be so cool. And so those were like really the only people who supported that theory. I tried to find the pieces of articles from a Chinese scholar who talked about it. I saw his work referenced. I can't actually find it. Though, honestly, I didn't try that hard, but maybe by the next video I'll try a little bit harder. But there were some Chinese scholars who pretty much not exactly disproved it, but pointed out, hey, here's why that really doesn't work. And from what I understand, it's what I like to call the see is like, looks like. And that's used by a lot of conspiracy theorists. Pretty much like, for example, the Bear's Teepee, which is also known as the Devil's Tower in Wyoming. A a lot of conspiracy theorists think that is some major... It's like the remnants of a giant ancient tree, and their big proof is, well, it looks like it. It doesn't really tell me anything, because especially if you test it, if you test the site, the rocks are igneous rocks. So that kind of immediately kind of disproves that. But and so yeah, that's what I mean by this is like looks like. People will see it, like, oh yeah, that looks like that thing, or yeah, pretty much, yeah, that's just it. They'll see something like, oh, it looks like this thing, so it must be that. That's not really how that works, and just because Legion sounds like Legion, it's just so odd that... Oh, it blew up. Okay, cool. That really did not change. But it would just be so odd that there would be a ancient Chinese town named after what the Chinese thought were barbarians, because there weren't a lot of contact between Romans and direct contact between Romans and Chinese during this time period. It was all done through the Parthians. But there are some people who do think, and I mean there is good evidence that the 10,000 soldiers that the Parthians captured were traded to the Huns to appease the Huns, but so far it's all just conspiracy. And well, not conspiracy. I don't want to say conspiracy. It's not conspiracy. So far, it's all just theory. So there's good amount of evidence so far, especially with the DNA testing. But until we do the Y chromosome testing, there's no valid proof yet. But anyways, don't think that I completely trust you just yet. I've got my eye on you. I won't let my city rot away a second time. But I guess I should also... Oh, it's been a long day. You better rest up. I guess I should also point out that there was a... What was I going to say? But ancient Chinese troops, when they were invading a Hun-controlled town, there were some Hun soldiers that were using tactics that were used by that specific Roman legion. And so that, I mean, that is also pretty good evidence, especially for the soldiers being traded to the Huns. But again, who's all to say, there definitely needs to be more proof other than sees like looks like. Sorry for calling so early, but I just remembered something. You've been given the honor of gym leader rank 1. This means the city is starting to recognize you as its gym leader. Keep up the good work, Sven. Oh, also, stronger trainers are going to start showing up at the gym, so you might want to train up a little bit before reopening the gym. Try and shoot for maybe level 50. Oh. I'm a little over that now, bud. Whatever makes you feel the most comfortable, try training around the craggy pass. Strong trainers block there. Yeah, that's, that's been done. That's been done. You may also be wondering why it's so dark in the game. And that is because I'm playing this game at night. I didn't honestly think that this game would like track the time, but hear my dogs running in the background. But I didn't think this game would track the time, but apparently it does. I mean, I noticed like the other couple episodes, like it was like a little dark, but it definitely wasn't this dark. But I mean, that kind of just proves it. Alright. I wasn't expecting to have that fight with Elizabeth, so let me get some of these Pokemon. That's actually what I came in here to do. I didn't even mean to heal. I'm just kind of autopilot. That's something else I should really get better at, is talking and playing games at the same time. If my little rants about the Lost Legion didn't say anything. Alright, this will probably be the last day because, like I was saying, I want to get this episode below below 30 minutes. I would like to get around the 25-minute mark. So this will probably be the last day that I do. And then we'll call it a wrap there. Alright, well, obviously that didn't really work out too well. This all ended up being about a half-hour video. But I'll just save you guys from around 10 more minutes of footage and tell you that nothing of note happened at the end of the gym day. It didn't look like there was any other story events that happened, so I just went ahead and cut the rest of this video off now just to save some time editing. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you the next time I post.